this is the challenge that every Christian, every believer, people who have Jesus living in their heart, this is the challenge that every one of us has. And the challenge is that the life we have inside is the life that we can live in this world. I mean, to recognize and to know that Jesus lives in your heart. What a wonderful thing. Knowing I have the life, the way, the truth in my heart, in my spirit man, recreated, renewed, born again. This creature inside of me that's the God creation inside of me. It's amazing. The challenge for all of us is having that life that's inside of us, the continuous, perfect being, that continuous, perfect state of being that is always present inside of us. That being, to live that life on the outside. That's always going to be the challenge. Why? Well, because the world that we're living in is a compromised world. It's a corrupted world. So wherever we go, whatever we touch, that is a corrupted world. I'd like to just read you the scripture in John chapter 1, verses 1. In the very beginning, this is a Passion Translation, in the very beginning, the living expression was already there, and in the living expression was with God, yet fully God. They were together face to face in the very beginning, and through His creative inspiration, this living expression, the continuous perfect state of being, made all things, for nothing has existed apart from Him. Well, He made everything, He made us, nothing exists apart from Him, but the world that we live in is corrupted. And so this living expression of life itself that is in us, this living expression touches the corrupted world. It touches a world that is not in unity, not in sync. It is disconnected from the very expression of life. And yet here we are, living as the expression of life in a world that does not actually receive the perfect expression of life. So our challenge always is, how do we live in this world? Part of the way that God has ministered to me is to so completely trust in His love. Now remember what I've been saying about love, that it is in itself a continuous perfect state of being. That's who God is. That's also what love is a continuous perfect state of being. When I realized that God was always going to be with me, always, regardless of my corruption, regardless of my imperfection, my heart turned towards Him was what was my connection to Him. So irregardless of my own corruption, the condition of my heart connected my life to the continuous perfect way of being, perfect way of being, so that I didn't have to be a perfect living being, but I could have the perfect, continuous, perfect being inside of me. Through the heart that God said, I will turn their hearts towards me. I will put my law in their heart. I can have confidence that my heart turned towards God will lead me in the way that I should go. This gives me a lot of confidence. This gives me a great deal of capacity to live life in such a way that I want to have more of the living expression of God fully demonstrated in my life. I believe that you and I are at a moment in our lives right now. We're at a crossing point right now where there is much more of the living expression of God Himself that wants to fully manifest in so many areas of our lives going forward. One of those I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about wisdom.